Hey guys, Michael's Greasy Hands Garage. So today I'm finally getting around to this 1979 Lincoln Mark V Continental. I'm gonna swap out the transmission. I've been putting it off a little while. Just big old boat, pain in the ass to jack up in the air. Obviously, you got to put jack stands under both ends to get it high enough in the air to get under a car for a fella. Unless a skinny guy gets under there, and I don't know where there's any skinny guys around here, so this was a sweet ride in its heyday. All white leather interior, 460 big block. It's actually a good runner and still a fairly reasonably solid car. If somebody's looking for one of these, this is for sale. I could put you in contact with the fella. It'll have a good transmission in it. But anywho, I'm not going to go into the step-by-step as far as replacing it. Just it's a C6. And pretty straightforward. There's a lot of room under there. That's the good thing about these land yachts. Look at that grill. Hell, this car's got bigger, stouter bumpers than any of your modern pickup trucks. So, yeah, that was one thing about this car. Somebody had an obnoxious yellow at some point. I'd have never had a mustard yellow Lincoln, but, you know, to each their own. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back under this thing and get this transmission ripped out, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, well, I got a transmission out finally. Typical old school American engineering, you know. Like, here's the cross member end mounts. They slip over the end of the transmission cross member, and they go in there like this. Okay, so you can see the shape that it sits in. Now, when it sits in there, it has ends, and it has this. They don't give you enough room above it to get this off. They don't give you enough room to slide it off, you know, that way. You can't shove the cross member this way and push this off. It's just a fight. So I ended up lopping the mount off in the car, one of the ends, to be able to slide the cross member out and then get this off. You know, this is typical of American engineered cars. When I have to fight with shit like this, it makes me grateful for the intelligence of Japanese engineers. You know, on your Toyotas and your imports and stuff. Fortunately, American car companies have gotten a lot better than, you know, these old dinosaurs. But even then, you know, they didn't use their damn heads. Somebody's gonna have to fix this shit at some point. And then, you know, this thing has this great big X brace, where you can see how big that is, that runs the underneath of the car. And you have to take that off to get enough room to get the transmission out from underneath it. Otherwise, you know, I guess if I had a lift, a lot of this would be easier. But it's not. So, the only thing that I was happy about is that they got the engine block sitting so far forward from the firewall, they give you a mile to reach your hand down in there and get all the bolts out from the top. You know, as far as taking it apart, it wasn't bad other than that stupid cross member mounts. And then the center transmission mount, they got 3 studs that poke through the cross member. Okay, a little overkill, but the center one's an inch too long. It's just not necessary. So, when you drag the transmission all the way up against the floor pan of the car, that stud still sticks through the cross member. And of course, it's recessed inside the cross member, so you can't cut it off in the car. but it's going to get shortened before it goes back in the car. So, you know, it's just stuff like this. Like, come on, guys. Engineers get paid a lot of money to come up with stupid shit like this. Well, anyway, you can see the cross member there. I was hoping the mount was sitting out. It doesn't matter now. So, alright guys, well, that's it for today. Waiting on the owner to bring me a torque converter seal for the replacement transmission. Because I will not put a transmission in without replacing that seal. Unless I know it's brand new. I've had them leak too many times and I am not pulling this son of a gun back apart. I mean, I got other things I call fun instead of replacing these. So, anyway, I was able to do it without dropping the exhaust. That made it a little bit more work, but not much. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching. If you would, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them, you know, down here somewhere. Ring that bell for my notifications. And we'll see you in the next one.